Life certainly isn't always slow around here, but we try to find the slow moments, right? What are the simple joys in between the noise of raising little ones and running our beautiful life here on the farm? This week felt like one of those weeks, though. There was just a little more stillness, a little more beauty in the every single day. So come along with us as we harvest the garden, we cherish moments with the kids, and we bake some delicious from scratch meals. I cannot wait to dive in.
It seems too late. Love is strong, but some things you don't want to pass on. Didn't ask for any favors. You don't know me the way that I know you. Tell me what you like. Please tell me what you like. There's nothing wrong with that. Trippy and we all lose track. I wouldn't mind it if I find it. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't have to be an acrobat. I wouldn't mind it. Should I find it? Oh Father, please come to my rescue.
Okay, so before we head out to the garden and harvest some tomatoes and some peppers, I am trying to get a game plan for fall. So we mentioned in last week's video that we were going to be taking July off in a lot of ways. We have some prep work to do in the greenhouse, we've got some irrigation to fix, but in the meantime, where I am, zone 8A, July is one of those oh snap months. Like, I need to order my seed, we need to test our soil. I just need to gear up for the fall because we're very rural and we don't have a lot of large nurseries. So if I do not start my fall transplants, we just wouldn't grow a fall garden. It's not like we can go to a store and buy them like they would be readily available in the spring, which is why I'm always kind of just worried, truthfully. I'm always worried I'm not going to start in enough time, and so I like to get a head start on this in July to make sure I can order all my seeds, because typically in August is when I'm going to be starting them, everything like that. So I've already went through and got some things like my brassicas, the lettuce, things like that, but we are going to be doing some more winter squashes. But if you're wondering what you need to be doing right now, right, that fall prep checklist, I created this free downloadable guide. I'm going to leave it in the description, the link to it. Go download it. If you have no idea, maybe you're wanting to grow a fall garden for the first time and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm not even sure what I need to be working on. This will kind of give you a good idea. It's certainly all the things that I am working on here on the farm. So I just thought it would be helpful for you guys. But I think we've got a good base. We're obviously going to be growing a lot of root veggies again. So we're going to be focusing a lot on beets this fall because we really prioritized radishes in the spring and we grew a lot of them. We're going to be doing another round of Katrina cucumbers. We are going to bring back the pretty cauliflower. I think it's been maybe 2 years since we've grown like the cheddar and the graffiti. And so I'm gonna just kind of add some diversity out there. I'm gonna try to grow the purple Brussels sprouts this year. We'll do some red purple cabbage, which we haven't done in a couple years too. So I just want to make the space beautiful, but also meet our family's needs. So I've got a lot of them. I don't really think I'm gonna have to order a lot of seed. So I absolutely love just sitting down at the table with a warm cup of coffee, planning out the fall. I love doing this in the summer. I love doing this in the dead of the winter for the spring. It's just one of those things that's so constant year after year, and I look forward to it so much. So I cannot encourage you all enough. Take a minute, or maybe 5, or maybe 30, and just rummage through your seeds. Go through a seed catalog. Just enjoy figuring out what you're going to grow for your family this fall, and I'd love to help you, so go ahead and grab that checklist to stay on track. But now, let's head out to the garden. Look how beautiful all the sweet potatoes are. So the idea is that they would just kind of fill in the whole bed. They would throw you know, little runners, and then all the bed would be filled. And so it's actually working really nicely. The only downfall is you guys can see the runners are coming out, and so we're having to go in daily and make sure that they are in the bed for that to actually be effective. But look at that, so pretty. The great thing about these peppers, you can harvest them when they're green. You can harvest them when they're red and they're yellow. So that's nice. They just throw this tricolor. And then here we have the Carmen. Oh no, that broke. So we've been growing the Carmen for years. They're these really big, nice red ones. Check that guy out. That's crazy. All right, you guys, I have to tell you the wildest thing. I am teaching a workshop called How to Turn Your Struggling Garden into a Fall Food Paradise. I taught the first one on Thursday night, and so many of you guys tried to join that you broke the registration, which is a great problem to have. But y'all know Mama is not tech savvy at all. So we spent all night trying to fix this because so many of you guys couldn't get in. So we have updated it at all. You can now register and pick the times you want, and everything should be working just fine. So if you guys wanted to catch that workshop and you weren't able to log in and watch it, I'm gonna ask you to just go in and re-register again at different, the new times. So we're gonna be teaching this on Tuesdays and on Thursdays throughout the month of July. And I'm so excited. And don't forget, if you just wanna know what you should be working on right now, you can grab my free fall prep checklist down in the description too. So just wanted to tell you guys, it's a great problem to have, but kept us on our toes. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna grab a few more. This is all gonna go in the freeze dryer. After I fill the freeze dryer with all these peppers, the next thing I'm gonna do is freeze dry the cherry tomatoes. So I had a friend of mine, Amber at Gracebach Farm, tell me that if you cut the cherry tomatoes in half and you season them with like oregano, pepper, I mean, you could do everything. Bagel seasoning, like literally sky's the limit. And then you freeze dry them, they taste like a chip. And so we are swimming in cherry tomatoes right now, you guys. And I thought, that might actually be fun. Ziggy is obsessed with tomatoes right now, and I'm always trying to find new ways for the girls to eat it as well. So I'm curious if you've ever tried that and if you love it. So let me know in the comments down below. These not so quiet moments in the morning just fill my cup up. Feeding Otis, knowing that I'm gonna break nourishing bread for my family, either for dinner tonight or dinner tomorrow. The house is somewhat quiet, right? We're all waking up, sitting down at the table with a matcha or a coffee with Nate, just mapping out the day. And honestly, just taking time to slow down to remember why we started living this way in the first place. What if I made some sort of baguette?
Mom, Mom, can you make
Can I make what?
will you make strawberry shortcake so I can eat it tonight after dinner? Please?
I will.
Yay!
I already told Daddy it was on my list.
Best mommy ever in the world.
So you already
Best
uploaded?
mommy ever.
I don't know about you, but sometimes I can get so caught up in my never-ending to-do list that I forget to just sit in gratitude for the life that I have, right? Starting my mornings, feeding my sourdough starter, spending the middle of the day making a fresh, delicious dessert with my kids, going out to the garden with my husband to harvest food that we grew for dinner. sometimes I get so wrapped up in everything that we haven't done or everything that we need to do that I forget to just sit and reflect that, wow, this is everything I've spent many years praying for. And maybe you find yourself in that season sometimes too, right? It's easy to do. It's an easy place to be in. But I just want to encourage you guys today, sit in a little gratitude with how far you've come, because every time I do that, I always feel so refreshed in my spirit and just so renewed. So now that the gratitude's flowing, I am more than excited to bake this delicious strawberry shortcake with the girls. Let me tell you guys, it was some kind of delicious. If you want the full recipe, I've got it on the blog and I'll link all of that down in the description below, but you've got to comment strawberry and let me know, did you actually bake it and was it as good as I promised you it would be?
This too.
Cause I know that we're changing. Hold tight, 'cause I know we're changing. But I will be forever young in your arms. Tell the story about you and me, about our love. You love you like summer 15. Hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing. But I will be forever young in your arms. Tell the story about you and me.
You stuck me with this dude for over an hour. You stuck me with this dude for over an hour.
I get to try this one. Oh, I get this one. You guys have already ate some.
You know where it's going to turn out.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't even get a strawberry.
My mouth's not big enough. Oh my gosh.
So now let's move into one of the easiest, most delicious garden to table meals. We eat a version of this on repeat, literally seasonally, based off of what we have in the garden. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Nate's whipping up this delicious dressing. He's going ahead and just marinating our eggplants. He cut up the tomatoes. I harvested some shishitos earlier in this video, and we're going to make a fantastic, easy, keyword easy, garden to table dinner. So let's dive in, friends. What you cooking up, Lovey?
Well, I am about to blister some shishitos.
I had the most fantastic idea for dinner.
She did.
I texted to Nathan, and he was like, okay. So
She was all inspired and wanted to cook.
then I had work to finish, so Nathan's doing it for me. Look at those shishitos. All right. So we got bacon. We got some shishitos blistering. We're gonna grill some chicken. We've got eggplants, tomatoes. We have a loaf of focaccia I made the other day, which is gonna kind of be the bread and butter of this meal, if you will. We got ferments. What do we got, Bubba? What do we got? So we are typically raising meat birds once or twice a year here on the farm. We buy them from Ideal Poultry out of Texas. They're just good friends of ours. But typically when we are raising meat birds, we only do it once or twice a year because they are just nasty little creatures to raise. And we typically just process those as the whole bird, and that's how we will put them up. That's actually one of my quick hacks for a from scratch meal. You just take the whole chicken, put some butter, some herbs, throw in whatever root veg you have, potatoes, pop it in the oven. It's so, so great. But we're typically just, putting those up as whole birds, and we don't currently have any, so we did have to source out the chicken from tonight. But everything else is pretty, either we've preserved it or it came from the garden. And so it smells so, so good. I can smell those shishitos now. So typically we're just blistering our shishitos, dipping them in this sauce, and it's kind of an appetizer, or even sometimes we'll just have this for lunch with a slice of sourdough or something, but it tastes so good. Our bacon, our eggplant, our tomatoes, really, really easy.
Our radishes.
Yeah, this is a very easy garden to table from scratch meal that really doesn't take a lot of time.
What?
And you're just using whatever you have in the garden. So you could modify this based off of whatever was,
He said he wanted some screen time.
You want mama? You want mama? All right, we cutting that open?
Yeah. You want me to do it or do you want to do it?
I'll do it. Should've let you do that, but not bad. So, I've essentially taken my focaccia. If you want my recipe, I've got a free ebook down below. It's got this in it, so great. And I've essentially cut it in half. We're gonna put this delicious sauce that Nathan made on it. We're gonna layer the grilled chicken, the grilled eggplant, the tomatoes, the peppers, the fresh ferments for a little tang. Anything else we're adding?
Bacon.
And bacon. You guys, this is gonna be so...
Tomatoes.
Yeah, I said tomatoes. It's gonna be so good. I'm feeling it.
So this is going to just drizzle over the top.
So what's gonna be the base? You think it won't be too dry?
No. Fresh baked bread.
Yay! Yay, Ziggy! Yay! Good job, buddy.
Where do you walk from?
Good job, buddy.
Where I'm at.
Yay!
Oh my gosh!
What you doing, babe?
Setting up the kids' sprinkler. They've been driving me up the wall.
Our life certainly is not always picture perfect, but it's ours. We have homegrown meals, barefoot dinners around the table. Days are filled with so much purpose. And this is the life that we're building. One slow, simple week at a time. And if you're dreaming of a slower life, I'm so glad that you're here, and I hope you draw a little inspiration from my family to yours.